ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ್ರಿ.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So suppose if you are developing the application in a higher level of configuration and you are taking that application into the lower level of configuration of computer, thereby your program will not be able to run with. This happens with respect to the other programming languages such as C and CPP. Whereas if you're developing the application, Java application in any of the configuration, irrespective of the high and low, so thereby your program is ready to execute any kind or anywhere. So that facility is called as a platform independent. So any of the operating system version you are working with, it will be ready to work with. So it is called as a platform independent. Now the next feature is Java is compiled and interpreted. This is what the main thing which we are going to discuss, the difference with respect to the other programming language and the Java here. Now, naturally, we know that any program, if you want to execute, then first of all, after typing the program, you are going to save the file. After saving the file, the next process is to compile it. After the compilation, you will be getting the source code into the object code. Okay, in terms of .cpp and all, you'll be getting the object code. So this source code you are writing in terms of high level programming language, and after conversion of this source code into the object code, it will be converted into machine level language. So that machine level language will be further run to get the application output. This is what the procedure we have followed with. Am I right, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is what the concept we have learned with respect to C and CPP. Whereas here in Java it is not like that. So first of all, your program source code will be saved with respect to the .java extension. Any program you are writing, you have to save that program with respect to .java extension. After the after saving that file, so you will be compiling that file. First of all, you will be compiling that file. After the compilation, you will not be getting object oriented like object code. Directly object code will not be generated, whereas it will be after compilation, the code will be there in the intermediate level. That intermediate level is called as a bytecode. So this is the difference between the different programming languages and the Java programming language. Now here the difference with respect to C and CPP is C and CPP program source code will be saved and it will be compiled. That source code will be compiled to get the object code directly. Whereas here in the Java, source code will not be converted directly into the object code, whereas it will be after compilation, it will be converted into the intermediate code, which is called as a bytecode. What it is called, all of you?
Bytecode.
Yes, bytecode. And this bytecode will be taking as an input by the Java interpreter to get the object code. So in this way, Java program execution is consisting of the two-step process. In the first step, the compilation will be taken place to convert the source code into the bytecode, as well as the bytecode input will be converted in terms of object code by using the Java interpreter. Hence, the Java program is always, what is the point with the fifth point? All of you read it.
Java is compiled and interpreted.
Yes, it is compiled as well as interpreted. With the first step of compilation, what happens? It is generated with the bytecode, and then in the second step of the compilation process, it considers the bytecode, and then it converts or it translates that bytecode commands into the machine language or the machine code or the object code. Hence, the Java is compiled as well as interpreted. So this is what the fifth point is. Here as I told, third point with Java secured. So how the Java is secured means, the first of all, anywhere throughout the globe, if you want to share any Java program from your client to the server or server to the client, your source code or the object code will not be transferred from one place to another place, whereas your byte code is transferred from one place to another place, which is not visible by any of the intermediate hackers. So that is the advantage of using the Java, where it is standing in a high level for getting the security of the program and the information, stealing any information from the outsiders or data and contents which we have already stored it in a more secure way, which will not be accessed easily accessed by the hackers. So that is what the very important step where the Java developers have introduced with respect to this two-step process. First step is the compilation, and second step is the interpretation. So in the compilation process, what happens? The source code will be converted into dash. Yes, any of you?
Bytecode.
Yes. And in the interpretation process, what happens? The bytecode will
Machine
be
code.
considered as an input and it will be converted into machine code.
Machine
So
code.
that is what, yes, that is what it is. Anyone get the snapshot of the attendance list and then send it to me in the WhatsApp. Only 1 minute time is remaining for me right now. So again, if you want, I'll be connecting it for another 10 minutes, no problem, for completion of this topic, but I need the attendance. Abhishek,
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
yeah, fine. So now, next is Java is multi-threaded. Okay. So what do you mean by multi-threading? Do anybody knows about it?